Hey guys, welcome back to Pixel Dynamics, formerly known as Design Dreams. In this video, we're going to learn how to create and launch your own WordPress website with the help of AI. By using this workflow, you should be able to launch a website in less than 30 minutes. This tutorial is useful for anyone who wants to launch their own website or blog, small business owners, and also for freelancers, those who want to create websites for their clients. We're going to cover basics of the prompting, how to use prompts efficiently to create your website using AI. And then we're going to go through entire structure of your website, how to add pages, how to remove pages, make changes to your pages, optimize it for SEO, and smartly be able to update the visuals of your site. There are two kinds of WordPress ecosystems. One is WordPress.com and other is WordPress.org. The system we are going to use today is WordPress.com. The main difference between .com and .org is that .com is a hosted service. It is much more user-friendly with free limited plans and paid plans. Plans for WordPress.com start as little as $5 if you're paying for up to 3 years, while WordPress.org is a free service. It's an open source software that requires technical know-how. You will have to pay for your own domain, hosting, and maintenance. For this tutorial, we're going to stick with WordPress.com because WordPress.com allows us to create our websites using AI. It is a much more user-friendly and novice-friendly approach. At the end of the tutorial, we're going to learn a neat trick that will help you take your WordPress.com website into WordPress.org in case you decide in the future. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we're going to create a WordPress.com account and log in. Simply search for WordPress.com login in Google and then click the first link. I have already created my account, so therefore WordPress is showing me that this is the account I can continue with. In case you don't have an account, just make sure you create an account first, either by using your own email address or by logging through Google. I'm going to click continue to go to my first screen, which is the dashboard for WordPress.com. In the WordPress.com dashboard, on the left, you have the sidebar, and in the middle, the contents of the sidebar navigation. The first option is the sites. You can launch multiple websites from WordPress.com dashboard. And then you have domains. In Domains tab, you can connect your pre-purchased domains with WordPress.com. And then below the domains, you have themes. Themes is an ecosystem of WordPress where you can start using pre-built themes just by installing them. You can see there's a great list, and up top you have the categories of the types of websites or themes you're looking for. And just below themes, you have plugins. Plugins are additional functionalities that you can use in your website. For example, you have Yoast SEO, Bakery Page Builder, Gravity Forms, etc., etc. So each plugin serves a different function. However, today we're going to see how to create a website from scratch using AI in WordPress. In the sites, I have already created 3 websites using the AI function. You can create as many websites in WordPress.com free version as many as you want. However, you will not be able to publish them without having to pay WordPress.com. Now, in addition to these 3 websites, I'm going to click on Add New Website. Click Add New, and in Add New, you're going to select this option, the second option, which says Build with AI. It's going to load the AI interface. You will see at the bottom, you have some options. Launch a non-profit website, design a coffee shop website, create bakery site, start a travel blog, etc., etc. For this tutorial, we're going to make a website for a local home repair services business. This means first we need to define exactly what we need in the entire website. For example, home page, about us page, services page, and contact us page. The thing about prompting is that you're going to be as detailed as possible. First, you're going to describe section by section as to what you're looking for in each page. And then you want to define the look and feel of your site. It is your vision. More detailed you are, more refined results you will get from AI. Now the alternative is you can use AI to create the prompt for you. The AI created prompts will be much more detailed. However, you want to make sure that prompts align with the vision and you can make edits as you desire. Now let's take an example of a prompt that I created for this tutorial for the local services business using AI. Now jumping into the AI tool, which is Google Gemini in this case, you can use ChatGPT as well if you want. I have created a prompt that I'm going to use for WordPress to create a complete website. Let's quickly review the prompt. Create a professional, trustworthy lead generating website for a local handyman and home repair services named Reliable Home Solutions. And then the key information is the name of the business, target audience, who is going to be the audience, primary goal, what is the primary goal of the website, which is to generate leads or get calls from customers, and then core services which we want to show in the website, and of course key pages include homepage, services, about us, testimonials, and contact us page. And then we have call to action buttons. What exactly is going to be the call to action buttons? The tone of the website, design preferences, for example, clean, easy to navigate, professional but approachable, use color palettes that evoke trust and reliability, etc., etc. And then finally, optional sections, including FAQ and a small gallery. So I'm simply going to copy all these 9 points now. Till here, select copy, and let's jump into WordPress and press Ctrl V to paste the prompt. Press enter. One important note, when creating websites with WordPress AI, you want to keep prompts not more than 1200 characters. AI here is asking some more details which we can give. What is the physical address or service area for Reliable Home Solution? This helps ensure hometown you serve the location. So let's just keep the location as New York and enter. You can be as details as much as you want, or you can give a complete address also. Right, this is a complete summary, and I can edit the summary also if I want by hovering on this icon. And now let's click this button which says create my site. All right, now the first draft of our website is ready. What you're looking at is the website builder for WordPress. With this website builder, you can manually make adjustments or use the help of AI to design it for you. We're going to go through this website builder in detail so that you have a complete understanding to launch your own website the way you want. This website builder has 2 components. On the left, you have the website preview, and on the right, you have the AI prompt area. Let's quickly review the home page. At the top left, you have the logo, the name of the brand, your company, and on the right, you have your navigation, including home, contact us, services, about us. Below that, there is the hero area. Hero area is the first thing that the user sees when they land on your website. Let's scroll down to the second section. The second section, adding more details to your website, highlighting key traits of your business with the text written for you. Below that, you have services section with the image. And then you have reviews, visit us, and the location of the business. Of course, all these things are changeable. You can play around with the design and make changes as you need them. At the very top on the left hand side, you have navigation for the site builder. Click and open it. Within this navigation, you have additional functions, which includes the navigation of your website, the style, pages, templates, and patterns. Let's click on navigation first. When I click on navigation, you see here 2 navigations that are present on my website. First one is a header navigation, which includes home, contact us, services, about us, and they are listed here as well. And if I hover on any of these navigation items, I can click options and move them up and down in the hierarchy, or I can completely remove them as well. After navigations, you have styles. Styles define the look and feel of your website. First, you have the preview of the colors and the typeface, and below that are style settings. The first important option to manage the look and feel of your site is typography. Let's click typography, and when I click typography, I can choose any one of the typesets. Let's use this for now, and you can see my style is instantly updated. I can define the styles for each element I want, for the links, for the buttons, etc., etc. In this case, text. In the text, you see the preview of the main text, which is the paragraph text. I can change this font as well if I want. You can see the style is now changing. Let's make it something more sans serif type. There we have it. And then of course you can change more settings as you need them. You can do medium, you can do large, extra large, and whatever size you want. Let's go back. Since we have only changed the style of the paragraph, you can repeat the same for all other types of text that appear in your site. And after that, you have font sizes. The font size presets help you define the sizing of each type of font. The small in this case is 15 for minimum and maximum is 16 pixels. This means your font size will change depending on the screen size. Let's go back. Going out of typography now. And now let's look at colors. First up is the palette, which color palette is being used, and below are the colors that are already defined for each element in my website. Let's click on color palettes. Either I can individually change these colors as I want, or I can use the predefined color palettes that WordPress has provided. For example, I want my website to have blue tones, so I will use this color palette, and you can see the design has automatically changed. No need to do any extra effort. Let's go outside color palettes, back to the menu, and then you have the background option. Add background helps you add image to the main canvas of your website. Click add background image, and here either you can upload an image or click open library. Library is the area in the WordPress where you can save images from your computer, or you can click media library, which is going to have all the images you have previously used in the website. Let's close that for now. We don't need to change the background. Go back, and now we have shadows. You can define the shadows as to what sort of shadows you need for any elements. You have natural type, you have deep type, you have sharp, etc, etc. Let's try to edit the natural. In the natural, we have the preview. I can click drop shadows and then start playing around with the shadows, and you can see the preset changing. Let's go back. And now finally, you have the layout. Layout defines the width of your website. Right now, it's 620 pixels for the main content, and the actual width of the website is going to be around 1440 pixels. Below the width, you have the padding. Padding defines the area between the content and the borders of the site. And within padding, you have top and bottom padding, left and right padding. And you can see the change when I move the slider. Top and bottom padding is being affected. If I do the left and right, you will see the left and right padding of the website is getting affected. And then you have block spacing. Block spacing defines the gap between each block. Now, what is a block? Each element that we see here is a block. If I click on it, hero section is one block, within which you have the second block, and then below that you have the third block and fourth block. Let's go back out of the layouts, and below styles you have pages. Pages is the section where you modify the pages of your website. Right now we have about us, contact us page, contracts, home, and services. Let's click on about us, and when I click on about us, you can see the layout of about us page. And if you want to edit this page, you can simply click this icon which says edit. And you can also add new pages. Click add page, and this way you will be able to add more pages. Let's add a new page and name it as public relations. Create draft. Public relations page is now created. However, this page is not showing in our main navigation, and that is because it's currently in the draft mode. And to make it active, I can simply edit it and start adding elements in this page. For that, you have this function which is block inserter. It is represented by the plus icon. Click this icon, and this block inserter, you have three main tabs. First is the block, which adds individual blocks, and then you have patterns. Patterns include predefined designs or patterns that you can simply select and drop them into your website. For public relations, I'm going to look for blog post type templates. I'm going to click blog post, and from here, I can select any one of these layouts. I'm going to click and drag it here. So there we have it. Now our public relations page is ready. And to publish this page and show in our main navigation, I'm going to click save. And now this page is published. Let's quickly go back to pages. You will see now the status of public relations is changed to published. But then again, it is still not present in the main navigation. For that, we'll have to jump back to navigation, click on header navigation, click on the options, and then select edit. And when you do edit, click this plus icon, and from here, select public declarations. Now a menu is updated. Press save, and to see the side panel, click this open navigation again. Go back. So there we have it, a new page is now visible in the menu. After pages, you have templates. Templates are predefined designs for pages which you can use to create new pages or edit existing ones. Let's go back. After templates, you have patterns. Patterns are small chunks or components that you can create to be reused again and again for your website. By default, you have 193 patterns that exist within WordPress. However, if you just want to focus on the patterns that exist in your site, you can click this button which says all template parts. Let's go back. Now let's focus on designing the website. There are two ways to make edits to your website. One is you can manually move around the elements, or you can take the help of AI to design it for you. But when you use AI, you want to inform the AI as to which element needs the edit. If no block is selected, AI will consider the prompt for entire website or the page. And if I hover on any of the blocks or the columns, I can click chip, which is highlighting as which block the prompt will be affecting. And if I click the image or any other block, you will see a secondary menu that appears on the top. This menu helps you to replace elements just by selecting from a list. Since this is an image, I can transform it to something else just by selecting it from here. I want to use media and text. And now that image block has transformed into a block which includes image and the content. Select the content, and when I select content, the prompt area is now updated with a chip which says paragraph. So let's give it a prompt. Add more details about my business in this section. You can be as specific as to what sort of information you want to see here, but for the sake of tutorial, I'm simply using generic prompts. Enter. Alright, just with the help of a prompt, we are able to add more details, more text to our website. This way, you can continue building your website one block at a time. Now let's click on the block inserter once again and add a new block to our home page. I'm going to scroll down as to where I need to add the block. Let me just add the rating here. I'm going to click and drag, and you will see a blue line indicating as to where you can place that particular block. Drop, you have a 5-star here. You can play around with the positioning of the stars in the middle, towards the right or towards the left. And if you want to move any block up and down, just select it and use these arrows to move them up and down. So that covers the basics of building your website using WordPress. Now let's quickly review the SEO structure. To do that, you're going to click this icon which says Document Overview. This is going to give you the hierarchy of your page. First up, we have the hero section, the content section, and the footer section. Right now, the hero section is locked, but we can only make changes to the content area. And within content area, and if I click on the hierarchy, I can jump between the blocks with much more speed. I can also duplicate these blocks by selecting options here and then select duplicate. It's going to create a new duplicate of the same block. Furthermore, if you have a block that you really like and you want to be able to use it, you can create it into a pattern that we saw earlier. For that, come to the options for the block and click Create Pattern. And you can name the pattern whatever you want. Add. Now this pattern is created, then you can simply select it from patterns and drag it on your page. Next to your list view, you have the outline. Outline helps you to visualize the number of H tags. Because in SEO, these tags are quite important. You only want to have one H1 tag in one page, and then you can have multiple H2 tags within which you can have H3, and within H3 you can have H4 tags, making sure that your website is properly optimized for SEO. And if you want to preview your design, simply click this button which says View Page. It's going to open a new tab where you can see it in action. Let's go back to the site builder. Next to page view, you have the view option for different dimensions. Let's see how it looks in the mobile version. There we have it. So you can start making changes to your site right here to optimize it for mobile as well. Let's click on tablets. There we go. Next to mobile, you have the zoom out and zoom in option. This simply helps you to zoom your designs. Next, after that, you have help section. You can click it and you can see the documentation for WordPress site builder. Next to help, you have Jetpack. This is an additional plugin that's already pre-built into your website. However, this is a paid service. This is used for advanced SEO optimizations. And finally, you have styles. Styles is the same thing that we saw in the main navigation for the site builder. Now, once the design is ready, simply click Save. And you will see what are the changes you have made in this particular revision. Click Save. Okay, now we're going to go back into our WordPress dashboard. Go back and then go back from here as well. Leave. Now back in WordPress dashboard, we have 4 websites, including the one we created just now. And from here, I can select any one of the websites that I want to launch. Let's finalize this, finish setup, choose a plan. And like I said earlier, WordPress.com plans start from as little as $5. You can either pay monthly has higher price, and if you sign up for 3 years, you get up to $5. Now that's up to you. However, there's one more trick. And if you want to take the design that you just created in WordPress.com into WordPress.org, click Finish Setup. And then from here, select Options. And in Options, you're going to select Export. Click Export. And what it's going to do, it's going to download a zip file, which you can then take it into your WordPress.org, which is a free version of WordPress. WordPress in itself is a big ecosystem, but this should help you get started, start building your own websites or for your clients with much more speed and in much more detail with the help of AI. The key to designing with AI is the prompts itself. If you don't have the details of the website worked out yet, you can take the help of any AI system to create the prompts for you so that you can use them in website builders like WordPress. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next tutorial.